Okay, and also if everyone can put their name and where they're from in the chat for attendance purposes, please. Okay, can everyone see my screen? Okay, yes. Perfect. All right. So we will start with, I guess, some welcome and introductions, just to introduce everyone who's here. I'm not sure everyone knows each other, so we can just go around. I don't know, whoever wants to start.
Hi, everybody. I'm Ina Anderson. I am the program coordinator for the Bridgeport United Coalition / Local Prevention Council.
Hi, I guess I'll go next. Kathy Hazlett. I'm the Fairfield Cares Coalition Coordinator working for Positive Directions.
Diamond C, the Program Coordinator of the NORC Prevention.
Hi, I'm Tammy Julian. This is my first meeting, and I am a volunteer with ADAM, which is the Alcohol and Drug Awareness of Monroe.
So Tammy, stick together. I'm Tammy Trojanowski, and I'm with the Stratford Partnership for Youth and Families, our Drug-Free Community Coalition, and LPC.
Good morning. This is Melissa McGarry from TPOD, Trumbull's Prevention Partnership.
Hi, Ellen Brzezowski from Greenwich Together. Sorry, Rainey.
No worries. Hi, this is Rainey Noor, volunteer with Fairfield Cares Community Coalition.
Hi, I'm Sonia Stack, ADAP of Weston. Good morning. We're all volunteers in Weston.
Hi, this is Genevieve Eason. I'm with Wilton Youth Council.
Hi, this is Emily Larkin with Darien's Thriving Youth Task Force.
Hi, I'm Margaret Watt with Positive Directions. We work with Fairfield, Westport, and Norwalk, and I'm here for the Westport Prevention Coalition.
Hi, good morning. I'm Judy Phillips, New Canaan Cares with the New Canaan Coalition.
I might be the last. Good morning. I'm Stacy Watt, New Canaan Cares and the New Canaan Coalition as well.
Hi, good morning. I hopped on a little late. I was downloading Ring Central. I'm an AmeriCorps member, and I'm serving at GBAP, Greater Bridgeport Area Prevention Program.
Good morning. My name is Ariana Trotman, and I'm working at GBAP Inc.
Hi, I'm Terry Drew, and I'm with Stanford Youth Services.
Caitlin, you want to go?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. My name is Caitlin Comet. I'm an AmeriCorps Prevention Corps member serving at the Hub.
Okay, I think that's everyone. I also should have started by introducing myself. I'm Daniela Arias, and I'm the new program coordinator at the Hub.
And for those that are jumping on for the first time, I'm Giovanna Mozo, the director of the Hub. Nice to see everyone. Nice to meet you. Those that are new, Isabella, Ariana. So glad to see everyone here. We're going to change it up a little bit. You're not going to hear my voice today, not as much.
Okay, next, Caitlin, I know you just introduced yourself, but do you want to tell everyone a little bit more about yourself?
Yeah, so like I mentioned, I'm an AmeriCorps Prevention Corps member serving at the Hub. So For those of you who might not be familiar or maybe just need a refresher, AmeriCorps is a civil society national service program. We aim to help a multitude of challenges in communities across our country. Specifically, I'm serving in Prevention Corps of Connecticut, and we're part of RIASAP, and our goals are to educate and empower our communities to end the opioid epidemic. So my host site is the Hub. We all know that's the designated RVHAO for Southwestern Connecticut. I work with Giovanna and our team to support and coordinate initiatives around mental health, suicide, substance use, and problem gambling. My role specifically at the Hub is to work on educating and raising awareness on the opioid epidemic. So one way that I do that is hosting Narcan trainings throughout my term of service for the next few months. So if anyone's interested or would like to help me circulate my information about Narcan trainings, and I'll also talk about it a little later when we talk about the Narcan survey, I can be reached at Caitlin@RIASAP, and I'm available during weekdays, and I can put my email in the chat.
Thanks, Caitlin. Right now, I want to take the time to open up for any announcements. I know Emily has an announcement, and if anyone else has anything.
Yeah, a quick announcement from Darien, just in the spirit of sharing what's going on in case anyone would like to join us. We've got 2 events coming up in January and February that I just wanted to share. February 10th, we are bringing Chris Herron for a virtual event. Come learn from our success or mistake, we'll find out. But that'll be February 10th at 7 p.m. I know probably a lot of you here have seen him, but if you haven't, it's a free event. I'll send the registration link out to this group. So yeah, we'll learn how that goes virtually. We also just yesterday had a few of our students from Darien interview Chris, asking specific questions about his advice for high schoolers and all that good stuff. So that's another little, I think it'll be probably a 20-minute video, just him and some local high schoolers that I can share if anyone's looking for a little social media content. So please join us if you're interested. And then another little project we're working on to kind of generate some momentum around these conversations with parents about teen substance use and mental health is next week we're starting a virtual book group reading David Sheff's Beautiful Boy, which is a story about a father's journey through his son's addiction. Really beautifully written, incredibly powerful. And so if you'd like to join, or even just like, again, learn from our success or failure, you can just join via facebook.com/rdarien, and it's a group you can request to join, and we'll have a clinician from Silver Hill moderating a discussion just via Facebook discussion boards. We're seeing how that works. So you're all welcome to join, and thanks for listening.
Emily, can you, is there a flyer?
There is. I can send that right after the meeting.
Yes, please send it to us, and then I'll be able to put it in our newsletter. And then also, if you post it on your social media, we'll be able to share your post.
Awesome, thank you.
So I will, I'll jump in, go next. This is Kathy Hazlett. Giovanna sent the flyer out yesterday, so thank you, Giovanna. The Fairfield Cares Youth Committee is hosting a series of youth trainings. We've invited the Dover, New Hampshire Youth to Youth group to do some peer training on advocacy and then presentation skills. So as we're trying to build skills in our youth to be advocates, and I know our youth will be working on a flavored tobacco ban ordinance down the road a bit, we thought this type of training would provide them with an excellent background. So these are free to your youth. The first training is coincidentally Martin Luther King Day, which I think is an excellent day to have an advocacy training. That will be obviously January 18th from 10 to noon in the morning. Kids don't have school that day, so you might want to send out a lot of reminders. But I am asking people to RSVP, and they RSVP to info@positivedirections.org. And then and these are, the trainings are somewhat interactive. They're obviously virtual, but it is open to any youth in our region, both to middle school and high school. Somebody asked me that question, so I want to be sure you all know that. It's never too early to engage our middle schoolers in doing prevention work. So please extend the invitation to middle schoolers as well. Then the second training is February 1st, and that will be on presentation skills. So when we're having our youth present to RTMs or select boards, we want to be sure that they know how to project themselves, speak loudly, present, with confidence, don't chew gum, speak clearly, all those kinds of good things. And that training's February 1st from 5 to 7 in the evening. And again, RSVPs back to info@positivedirections.org. And we're really pleased that we can have Dover Youth to Youth doing these trainings. I think it's a terrific opportunity for youth to see youth in leadership positions and doing these kinds of activities so that they too will realize, yeah, we can do this. So thank you.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else? Okay. Next, I would like to just highlight some important due date reminders. Demographic forms are due April 15th. Your mid-year check-in is actually January 29th from 10 to 11 a.m. and the final report is due July 31st. Next, I would like to dive into the Vaping Initiative, and I'm curious as to what everyone is doing in their town. Anyone would like to share?
Daniela, I apologize, and maybe I missed this from before. What is the mid-year check-in on January 29th?
In our contract with Demas and then funneled to the LPC contract, they want us to do a mid-year check-in, which is next in the next 2 weeks, excuse me, which I have it on our calendar. However, I may change it to do one-on-one conversations with each of you to see how everything is going. The mid-year check-in is really just to see where you are at with the with your LPC contract. What are some things that are happening? How can we assist you? Things like that. But to be continued. I'm on the fence in having one with all of you. Sorry, I have a dog today in my office as my husband laughs.
Daniela, I can start about the vaping initiative if you like.
Okay, yeah, that'd be
It's
great.
Ellen, sorry. So in Greenwich, and some of you I think attended this, we had a woman from Yale Research Center, Trisha Dahl, come in and do a presentation on vaping prevention for our coalition members, and also some area folks and some parents joined in, and it was very well received. She had a lot of great information. The recording of that is on our website, so it's greenwichtogether.org/vaping, because we also in the fall created a vaping page with our education committee that's attached to our website, so it has a lot of great resources, videos, links to other sites about how to quit vaping, how to prevent vaping, all of those kinds of things. So that the recording of that presentation is also on there, along with other resources that we created. with help from our LPC dollars. And then what we're also going to be doing is another ad campaign through social media, Facebook and Instagram, that draws people back to our vaping page, hopefully. So that will be a sponsored ad campaign that we're going to work with Hearst Media and our graphic designer to create that, and then hopefully drive people to the website for more information. And then at some point in the spring, we will do a presentation for parents and youth on vaping. Just don't know what that's going to look like yet, given the whole COVID situation. And so we're working on that with the youth as well. And the youth want to do something similar to what Kathy was talking about around the flavor ban advocacy around that. And then we also were able to order some no vaping signs for the bathroom doors for Greenwich High School. So we ordered like 36 signs for all the bathrooms and locker rooms. So those are going up around the high school as well.
Great, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. I'll go next. We are in the process of doing an ad campaign with the Greater Bridgeport Transit Authority on vaping. We are looking still to have pamphlets come in and purchase our lungs to use as part of our training for not vaping. So the lungs and how they're impacted, how vaping impacts the lungs.
I want
Lisa, were you able? I'm sorry. Were you able to get one that you liked?
No, not yet. I haven't seen one that I liked. I've seen plenty, but I'm looking for one that has a couple of movable pieces, so that it's more interactive.
So
and
if
I did share
here
with,
knows of a model that has lungs and is able to move, if you've seen it in the past or you know of, or moving forward, if something comes across your emails, keep Lisa in mind.
One of the
Thank you.
coalitions upstate, and I think it might be Wallingford, is doing a billboard. They're going to do a billboard campaign around vaping and COVID. And I think they might be focusing on marijuana, but I don't know if they're what they're using as their jumping off point, but you might look up there.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
So I just wanted to add in, I have to get off really quickly. This is Francesca from GBAB. Sorry, I kind of came in like midway through because I'm bouncing from meetings to meetings. And I think I had let you know that, Giovanna. So Lisa mentioned some of the things that we were doing, and we're also, we do have, GBAB has in Bridgeport, we have a radio show, and so we are going to use a couple of the slots to speak on vaping as well, and have it from a parent perspective and then a youth perspective. And so we're looking to solidify some dates in this year. And we are looking also to do like a community presentation with the parents and students as well. So yeah, the vaping lungs would be something that we would really like to have in that presentation. And so I know Lisa is definitely looking into where we can get that.
Margaret put in the chat box that Darien Depot has an inflatable lung model with a healthy and unhealthy lung. And if you want to see it or want to know a little bit more about it, reach out to Janice Marzano.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And that's in the chat for you guys too.
Okay, I'm looking now. Thank you, Margaret.
You bet.
I'm happy to go next about what we're doing in Trumbull. We've had to do a couple of pivots because of some changes in curriculum pieces that we hope to implement this year. But we are focusing on a couple of different areas. So one is we've been working with 8 other coalitions, including Stratford, on working with the mention prevention campaign to expand it to vaping and giving parents the tools to talk to their kids about vaping. So There's been a team working with a social marketing company to develop both video content, online content, and a very comprehensive parent guide to how to talk to kids about vaping. So that's in the final days of edit, so we should have that very shortly, and it's designed to be distributed virtually as well as print editions in the future. We are also working with some coalitions on February 4th to bring Trisha Dale to a Zoom event. She's great, she's free. So that's open, that's February 4th, that's open to anyone. We're also looking at bringing Hidden in Plain Sight again back to our community virtually, and working with Liz Jorgensen to do a parent Zoom on the dangers of vaping marijuana. So kind of a three-part parent university on various aspects of vaping. And then the last piece is, because we ended up with some money freed up, is we're looking at signage around all of the school buildings, parks, fields, taking it to the next level from like to specifically, you know, signage to help to ask people to not vape and to keep our kids and our families healthy. So that's probably the last piece of the puzzle.
Melissa, is Liz still doing presentations for free through Newport Academy?
I know I've seen things on her social media that she's working with Newport Academy. We were looking to bring her Trumbull to address some of our specific community, community issues. I don't know what she's charging these days for those. Kirsten's been communicating back and forth with her. So that would probably be more like April or May. So that's a little bit off in the distance.
Hi, I'll go next if that's all right. Tammy Julian from Adam. What we have going on right now is we have a mass mailing that we are going to send out postcards on vaping to the junior high student families and the high school families. But I think that having signs for the high school and the middle school would be a great idea. Thank you for sharing those ideas. And like I said to this, I'm new at this, so any ideas or any suggestions anybody has, that would be great, and I'd really appreciate it.
I'll jump in because somewhat similar to Monroe, Fairfield is also sending out postcards to parents of 6th through 12th grade.
Everybody's going to want to see them. So
we'd like to thank Teapot for the original postcards. We have updated them a little bit and obviously, put the Fairfield Cares logo on them. But the idea is we're doing a pre-survey that will be sent out the week of February 18th. And then beginning in February, each week, parents will receive a postcard on a different vaping topic. And then as part of our parent survey, we will be, that will be part of our post survey of the postcards, which we're targeting the first week of March for the post survey to be done. And then we've also used funds to upgrade our Catch Our Breath, curriculum.
I love you.
And that's about it right now. Thanks.
I'm happy to go next. And those of you doing postcards, would you all be willing to share them with us just so we can see what they look like? I really love that idea.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, great, thanks. So here in New Canaan, what we've done is in December, we had a simple presentation on Vaping 101. We invited parents and youth to that. And then we worked with our, the New Canaan High School. The sophomore curriculum has a vaping curriculum in it. So the teachers worked with the students to come up with an anti-vaping campaign to put on pizza boxes. So there were 10 different designs that they came up with. And the winning design is going to be featured on 1,000 pizza boxes at 4 different pizza places in New Canaan. And so we are hoping to roll that out Super Bowl weekend, as you know, that's a big pizza weekend. And from what I understand, also the pizza industry has not has actually soared during COVID. I mean, there's lots of pizza takeout, so we're excited about that. And with that, we also have 9 other designs now to share with the community or use as we see fit. And then with our youth committee, we have a group of freshman girls actually who have designed anti-vaping stickers that we purchased 2,000 of those, and we're going to put 1,000 of them on coffee cups at our local coffee shop. Anyone in New Canaan knows Zumbach. He has a Z on it, and the other side will put the sticker. And then we're looking to put them on takeout bags for our local restaurants that kids really eat at. And then we're looking in the spring, well, we're looking for, if anyone here has one of the big things is that we hear from our coalition and our youth is that it would be great to bring in a recovering vapor, you know, a young kid, you know, someone who's local. Again, I know this is a tough ask. Not many people want to speak about it, but I did speak with Freedom from Chemical Dependency, and I do know they have 2 young speakers, a male and a female, that they are willing to, you know, we can hire them to have that talk as well. So
you may want to reach out, Stacy, and this goes for everyone, to the Milford Local Prevention Council, because they had a documentary on Netflix, had a documentary, Broken. I think it was called Broken. And one of the episodes was a documentary on Milford School, and had some teens discuss what their struggles were when vaping, and how it was tough to quit. So you can watch that on Netflix and show maybe a clip or something, but then also maybe the local prevention council has a connection with those students that were in the documentary.
great, thank you. And I assume if I just Google Milford Prevention Council, it'll come up and I can just send an email, or is there a contact, Giovanna? Maybe you can send me. So
I can get you a contact, but Melissa has a better relationship with them, and Melissa and Tammy.
Yeah, it's Wendy Gibbons, who's the director of the LPC. She works at Bridges. I'll put her contact info in the chat. She's also working with I think they're working with 4 coalitions at this point up there. So she's got a ton of resources.
Oh, that's great. The more resources, the better.
Exactly.
Thank you all.
I can go next from Stanford. We have a group of teens that have been working. Hold on. Oh, there I go. This is Terry from Stanford. So we have a group of teens that have been working on an initiative with Ingrid Gillespie from Liberation. And they have put together a whole bunch of resources. They put together a curriculum that they're working with the assistant superintendent on being able to deliver in our middle schools and high schools in the health classes. So they've been meeting, they've been designing, they've been gathering resources, and they're also putting together a resource sort of page that will be on the Stanford Youth Services website and also on the City of Stanford website. So it'll be for parents and kids. It'll be for everybody looking for resources around vaping and different programs and initiatives that can address some of those issues.
Daniela, a couple of months ago, 2 months ago, updated our Vaping 101 PowerPoint, and she has presented that 2 times?
Once.
Margaret presented it once as well, just recently. And if anyone is looking to have a presentation done by Daniela, please reach out to her, because she just updated it with COVID stats, and she and myself too, including, will be able to at least use that PowerPoint and geared to your community, of course, and what you're looking to want. Be said, educated, knowledge, your teens and parents, or one or the other.
I'll go next. Our report is light, but we did just send out a postcard as well. Just actually the beginning of this week, we sent a postcard to all of the families in our public school district in Wilton. And it was sort of a new year, how to take care of yourself in the new year concept, where we connected how vaping increases your risk of COVID. So that was what we focused on in our postcard. And then we're hoping in the spring to get some work done in one of our youth clubs. We've been struggling a little bit with our youth clubs at the middle school and the high school because they're having a hard time gelling virtually, and our clubs aren't allowed to meet at the schools yet in person. So we're still, we have ideas and we're working on it. They may have some sort of virtual event, or we're just keeping our fingers crossed to see that maybe we'll get some more opportunities, but we're working on it.
I know a couple of LPCs here have been doing some work with their youth, Kathy and Margaret especially, and they're being very creative in how to get them to the table, but then also keep their interests and things like that. So please, the reason why we're sharing is so that everyone knows what everybody's doing with the Vaping Initiative, so that then you